We rolling. All right, all right, all right. So, everybody, this is Mel Carey, Flash Media Sports. We have Mr. Trainer Rick Griffith here, Phoenix, Arizona. He hails from Detroit, Michigan. So, he has October 11th, he has the Bill Miller Invitational. He's bringing that to the Valley. Already have up over hundreds of people signed up currently for that event. And so, just before we get started, I would just like for you to let a little bit of the people know about yourself, like who you are, and what got you into boxing.
All right, my name is Rick Griffith. I'm originally out of Detroit. I've been involved in boxing. Been boxing since I was 8 years old. Bill Miller, Mr. Bill Miller, he's my mentor. He taught me how to train professional fighters. When I started off in the amateurs, working with the kids, I was under a guy named Dave Gray, and Miller took me under his wing and schooled me on how to train professional fighters. And I've been doing that for over 30 years now. And that's why I have to, throw this show in his honor.
Okay. Well, great. Well, definitely looking forward to that on October 11th. So, just with that, could you tell us a little bit about where is it going to be at? A little bit about the venue.
So the venue is called the Saigon Center. It's in Chandler. The address is 2150 Arizona Ave. It's going to be a nice venue because I need nice venues to separate our shows from the other shows, the rest of the club shows. So we picked out a nice ballroom for this event.
Okay. So, outside of you told us a little bit about why in honor of Bill Miller is why you're doing this event. But could you tell us a little bit more about outside of you doing it in his honor? Are there any additional other reasons why you do that? Because I see you out in the community a lot with working with youth all over. I see you all over the valley. So could you just share a little bit about us, why you do it, what it is, and what you do?
Um, well, Emmanuel Stewart, I used to work with him as well. He always told us to keep an amateur program going. That's why you see me with all at the amateur shows working with kids as young as 8 and 9 years old, because our amateur program has to feed our program, our pro program. So when I left Detroit, I moved to Las Vegas. I had a fighter at the time who was a great prospect. He ended up fulfilling his dream, fighting for 2 world titles. So I was out of amateur boxing for almost like 18 years. Then I met a young man over here. He had lost his mother and his grandmother. He had really let himself go. So I started training that young man. He was like 240 when I first met him. I got him down to like 160. You lose weight around a boxing trainer. The next thing we're going to say, hey, let's go have a fight. And that's how I got back into amateur boxing here in the Valley.
Okay. All right. So with that, and earlier you were saying something different, doing something different. Um, so outside of this Bill Miller Invitational, are you looking to do more events outside of this in the future to come?
Yes, I do. So, but the way the amateur shows run here in Arizona, you have to do one. Then I got to sit down with the powers to be, which is Seferino Rodriguez, who's the president of USA Boxing here. He gives me a grade on my show, and then we go from there. But yes, I'm looking forward to doing more shows here.
Okay. So with everything that you've been doing with this show, how has the process been going? Are there any things that that you're needing, or like how is all that going?
I mean, it's work. You got to put the work in, man. You know what I mean? Got to get sponsorships. It's work. You know,
Yeah.
working with people like you. You've jumped in. You've been a tremendous help. You pulling us along the way with you and your program. But at the end of the day, beginning of the next day, we got to put the work in. It's work.
Okay. And yeah, you do bring up a good thing with the sponsorships. Um, where do the people need to send, like if sponsors or people are looking to sponsor, where should they go to get information about that?
But they can go to my Instagram. That's Ricardo Griffith 13. They can check in there. They can check me on Facebook, or they can just reach out to me personally because I'm always, like you said, I mean, I'm always in the valley. I'm always out and about.
Okay. All right, and that's good. And speaking of the event too, I know you talk about sponsors. You got vendor spots available at your event, which I think is really amazing, especially of how you're offering it to the community, making it, I think, very reasonable, more than reasonable from what I've seen, because people normally don't get what you're offering for that, and allowing them to get in, and especially all the buzz that your event's already been bringing and drawn so far. So yeah, so do you still have vendor spots available?
Yes, yes, and I like you said, man. I try to make it affordable for everybody because, like, when I throw shows, I want everybody to enjoy the shows and make a little money. That's always been a thing that Emmanuel Stewart taught me about the business of boxing. Anybody that deals with Rick needs to make money. So my vendor spot is just cheap. It's $50 a spot. Come set up, sell your merchandise, and do your thing.
So, yeah. Okay. Well, that's short, sweet, simple. Yeah. Um, well, that's what's up. Now, I mean, pretty much you hit on all the points of the Bill Miller Invitational. I know there's more stuff that we want to hit on with you, but you're all around the valley. You train various different boxers. Just seen you this past weekend up there, and you had how many fights did you guys have this past weekend?
We had three scheduled, but one fell out, so we ended up finishing with two. Mock D. Lewis and Aiden Mendez.
Okay, and how'd y'all do?
We went 1-1. Hold on one second, bro. Can you
All
pause?
right.
Sorry, man. My dog started tearing on my damn rug. Sorry about that, bro. My bad. Can we get
Now
back?
you all good.
Yeah. Um, yeah, we had two fighters. We went 1-1, 8-1, and Makti. It was in a great fight, split decision, but it was fun.
Okay, cool, cool. All right, yeah, and shout out to what Mendez Boxing and
Mendez
Against the
boxing.
Ropes.
That's my man Andrew Mendez. So here's what's going on with that situation over at Mendez Academy. Andrew is the head trainer. I'm the old guy in the gym, better known as the OG. So I'm trying to be to him what Mr. Miller was to me, a mentor. See, a lot of young guys today, man, are just jumping in the game and they're just training and they don't have mentorship. Like when we was coming up back in the day, you had to be mentored. Like the OGs in the gym just wouldn't let you just start training people like that. You had to be mentored. Now, Andrew is good enough, and I can honestly say this, he's good enough where he can be like self-made. So the way we would like to run our programs is like he's the head trainer. I'm going to help him out as much as I can, but I want to focus more on throwing the shows. So we want to be able to lock Arizona down on two fronts, having the best boxing gym and throwing the best shows.
Okay, well, yeah, I like that 1-2 punch.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely. The jab and a straight right hand.
yeah. All right,
I'll,
that's what's up.
I'll be the jab, setting up the shows, and my man be the big right hand.
All right. So, all right. So, hey, coach. Hey, real quick, let the people know what it's like in the life, in the day of a life of a trainer. Like what can your day consist of? I know it might vary, but like, what is it like when you wake up in the morning, to up until you go to bed? How can a day be like for you?
First of all, man, you got to have like a real passion. I mean, you got to really, 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 really. When I say really, you have to really love the sport of boxing, man. I've been doing this for over 30 years. You can meet a young man, he can have all the talent in the world. Next thing you know, that guy's somewhere working at the plant or working at the post office. So, man, it's just it's tedious work. I mean, but you have to. When I say male, love it. I mean, you really have to love it because we don't have any hours. You're at the gym when the fighter's at the gym. And here in amateur boxing, like all these other amateur sports, baseball, football, basketball, we're the only coaches that have to pay. So I don't even know if you can consider us volunteers because we pay to train those children. We have to pay to have the gym registered. Unlike football coaches and baseball coaches, they don't have to pay to be volunteers. So man, it takes a ton of passion. There are no hours. It's thousands of personalities that you have to work with, and then you have to understand too that if you're trained, I'll just use a round number. Say a guy trains 100 fighters, he'd be lucky if one or two of them can stand up and make some money somewhere. And then the whole time he's spending money the whole way, man. I spend thousands and thousands of dollars on equipment and licenses for kids, and I don't do it for any return. But that's the life of a trainer. I mean, it's countless hours and countless dollars for something that you may not even get in return. So that's why I say, man, you really, really, really have to love this game.
Okay. All right. No, that's true. All right, coach. Well, um, before we go ahead and get ready to close it out, because we're going to be on the camera a lot more and stuff, but just wanted to
And
give a brief
look forward
uh,
to
thing to the Bill Miller Invitational, and also let the people know, you know, those of the people that don't know who you are to also be introduced to you and understand that, you know, a little bit about boxing and also the type of man that you are. um, and I know you a little bit more and stuff, and know that there are a lot of things that you and your wife actually do in the community to help those that are less fortunate or maybe be in situations, even have housing. So, and that's another time for another day, but
right. But
yeah.
I would like to touch on that for 1 second, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Boxing is my passion. Helping others is my wife's passion. So we have an organization, a program called Olive Branch Residential Homes, where we do help house the homeless, where we do affordable living. I mean, we are really, I mean, I never really saw myself in this kind of role, but it's fulfilling and my wife loves it. So, man, I'm killing two birds with one stone. I'm being fulfilled. She's happy. The boxing thing is going on. So, man, life is great right now, man. I'm working with people who want to see me do well. I'm working with people who are already doing well, such as yourself, brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, appreciate it.
Life is
Yeah.
really well right now, man. And before we do the Bill Miller Invitational October 11th, October 10th, we're going to have Media Day at our gym. So we're going to be giving away free tickets, free T-shirts. You get to come out and meet local professional fighters. Andrew Mendez will be there. Luis Espinoza. Who else is going to be there? Trent Bradford. So yeah, come on out and meet the professional fighters. Kenny James out of St. Louis. It's gonna be a good time at the Media Day, Bill Miller Media Day, October 10th, and that's from 3 to 6 p.m.
Cool. 3 to 6 p.m. And that is at, where's it going to be at?
It's gonna be at our gym,
Yeah.
Mendez Boxing Academy, 222 East Warner Avenue. That's in.
All right. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. You have it. Be there. There's going to be a lot of amazing things. If you can't be there, we will be streaming that as well. But definitely try to get in and get that interactions with everybody, get to see some of the fighters, and hey, you can always sponsor and get some of those vendor spots before they're all gone.
Absolutely. And this is one thing I can promise anybody who hasn't been to any of the shows that I've been involved with. You have never seen an amateur show like this.
All right. There we go. From Detroit to Phoenix, Arizona, baby. The
Right, dude.
Bill Miller Invitational.